Let us see the question. The equilibrium constant Kp for the reaction A unequal with 2B is related to degree of dissociation alpha of A and the total pressure P as. We have four different options are there. Okay, let us see. If you take an given equation A unequal with 2B, A will be initially 1 mole. If you take B will be 0. So at equilibrium, the degree of dissociation is alpha for 1 mole, so 1 minus alpha, and 2B degree of dissociation is association, degree of formation is 2 alpha. For 2 moles is there in this. So A is 1 minus alpha, B is 2 alpha. What is the total number of moles? Total number of moles will be 1 minus alpha plus 2 alpha. It will become 1 plus alpha. And from the given equation, we know what is the partial pressure of A. Partial pressure of A is mole fraction of A into total pressure given is P. That is equals to XA, mole fraction, number of moles of A is 1 minus alpha divided by total number of moles is 1 plus alpha. That is mole fraction into total pressure is P. So this is PA. Likewise, what is partial pressure of B? We can find partial pressure of B is 2 alpha by 1 minus 1 plus alpha into total pressure P. So these are the two values we got. But we know that what is equilibrium constant with respect to partial pressures is the partial pressure of B whole square by partial pressure of A. That is equals to partial pressure of B whole square is nothing but 4 alpha square into P square divided by 1 plus alpha whole square divided by PA, means its answer is 1 minus alpha into P divided by 1 plus alpha. So upon simplification, what will happen is it will become 4 alpha square by 1 plus alpha into 1 minus alpha is 1 minus alpha square into total pressure is P. So this is the equilibrium constant which is option A matches with this expression. So this is the answer for this question. Let us see the next question. Progress of the reaction A unequal with NB with respect to time is shown below. This is the graph. The stoichiometric coefficient of product B and the value of equilibrium constant Kc respectively. So we have to find two things. One is the coefficient of B, n value. Another one is the equilibrium constant Kc. See, from the graphical representation, keenly if you observe, from x point to y point, the equilibrium changed. Okay, that is the equilibrium area. If you see the concentration of A at 1 hour is 0.3 and its concentration after 5 hours will be given as 0.3. So at 0.3, this is 0.3. Okay, so you can check the concentration of this B now. Yeah, this is 0.5. Concentration of A at 1 hour is 0.3. After 5 hours it is 0.5. So what is the change in the concentration. What is change in the concentration of A is just a minute, is 0.5 minus 0.3. So answer is 0.2. Okay. Coming to the concentration of B, concentration of change of B at 1 hour, it is 0.6. At 5 hours, it is 0.2. You can see like this. This is okay. So the answer is zero point 0.4. It indicates that it's a 2 times of concentration of A. Means change in the concentration of A means N value is 2. That is very clear. And moving on to the equilibrium constant for this equation is concentration of B, concentration of B whole power, N value we have identified as 2 by concentration of A. So here concentration of B at equilibrium is 0.6. So 0.6 into 0.6 by concentration of A at equilibrium is 0.3. So it is 2 times can cancelled, 0.3, 0.6. So 0.6 into 2, that is 1.2. Means 2 and 1.2. These are the answers. Option A is the right option for this question. See this one. Consider the following reaction I2 plus I minus in equilibrium I3 minus. The reaction is set up in an aqueous medium. We start with 1 mole of I2 and 0.5 mole of I minus in a 1 liter flask. After equilibrium is reached, excess of AgNO3 gave 0.25 mole of yellow precipitate. Calculate the equilibrium constant. One thing we know that the silver nitrate is there, no? AgNO3. The silver nitrate, if it is treated with iodide obtained, it forms silver iodide. AgI is the actual yellow PPT. That is the yellow precipitate. And moreover, the moles of I3 minus at equilibrium indirectly given as 0.25. So number of moles of I3 minus at equilibrium given as 0.25. What is the meaning of this one is we have an equation already given I2 plus I minus in equilibrium I3 minus. In this equilibrium number of moles is 0.25. So this I minus also will be 0.5 minus 0.25, and I2 is there, is also 1 mole is there. From this if you subtract 0.25, then you will get I minus number of moles. Okay, so 1 liter flask is there, so number of moles by 1 liter is concentration. So what is K? C for this reaction is I3 minus concentration by I minus concentration into I2 concentration. I3 minus concentration we got 0.25 for 1 liter is nothing but 0.25. Number of moles is concentration only. Divided by 0.5 minus 0.25. This is 0.25 for I minus, and I2 value at equilibrium is 0.75. I3 value already given in this is 0.25. So to substitute, I minus is 0.25, I2 is 0.75. So 0.25, 0.25 get cancelled, 0.75 is nothing but 3 by 4. So it is reverse expression is 4 by 3, because it is in the denominator, it will become reverse. So 4 by 3. 4 by 3 is nothing but 1.33 as per the exact calculation. So option A is the right option for this question. See this question. The vapor density of equilibrium mixture of NO2 and N2O4 is found to be 40 for the equilibrium, that is N2O4 in equilibrium with 2NO2. N2O4 in equilibrium with 2NO2. The degree of dissociation, the percentage of NO2 in the mixture is respectively. So we can find the number of moles. We can assume this is 1 minus alpha, this is 2 alpha at equilibrium. Suppose if you take alpha is equals to 0.15 as per these observations, then this total number of moles is 1 plus alpha will become 1.15, right? So what is the mole fraction? What is the mole fraction of NO2? Mole fraction of NO2 is nothing but 2 into 0.15 divided by 1.15, that is 0.30 by 1.15. So you want the percentage of NO2 in a mixture, then it will be 0.30 by 1.15 into 100. Then what will happen? This is 30 by 1.15 will come. That will be approximately equals to 26%. Okay. So definitely we'll go with the option 1 as the answer for this question. See the question. The following reaction occurs in our body, that is CO2 plus H2O gives rise to H2CO3. H2CO3 in equilibrium H plus plus CO3 minus. If CO2 escapes from our body, then which of the following statements is correct? See the first statement, hydrogen ion concentration will diminish, pH will decreases, H2CO3 concentration will be altered, forward reaction will be accelerated. You know, once the chemical reaction happens, carbon dioxide gets escaped from our body. Because of CO2 escape from our body, what will happen? So it will diminish the concentration of hydrogen ion in the reaction. So option A is the right option for this question. Option A is the right answer. Yeah, see this next question. The standard Gibbs energy change in 300 kelvins for the reaction. 2A gives rise to B plus C is minus 2494.2 joules. Then at a given time, the composition of the reaction mixture is concentration of A is 1 by 2, B is 2, C is 1 by 2. The reaction proceeds in which direction? They are given information about R 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole and E value 2.718. Let us take down the equation given to us, that is 2A in equilibrium with B plus C. For this we can easily find what is K, what is Q. Why? Because we don't know is equilibrium composition or not. So it is a composition concentration at a other condition, means other than equilibrium condition, that coefficient, reaction coefficient QC is equals to concentration of B, concentration of C by concentration of A power 2. Concentration of B is given as 2, concentration of C is given as 1 by 2 and A is given as 1 by 2, but whole square will become 1 by 4. So it is 1 by 1 by 4. 1 by 1 by 4 is how much? It is 4. Let it be. Moving on to the another information, that is standard Gibbs energy change given. So what is the relation between equilibrium constant and Gibbs energy is Kc is equals to e power minus delta G naught by RT. So in this expression, E value they are given as 2.718. and moreover this delta G value given as 2494, that is 2494.2 divided by R value into temperature is 300. See, we have R value is 8.314 into 300. Exactly its answer came 2494.2. That we can write here. That is the minus of minus is plus here 2494.2. Means exactly 110 cancel. So Kc value is 2.718. So from this what we can understand is nothing but Qc is greater than Kc. That there is no doubt at all. When Qc is greater than Kc, when Qc is greater than Kc, that time what will happen? We will be having the reverse direction of the reaction. So reverse direction of the reaction and Qc is greater than Kc. B option is the right option for this question. See the next question. 2NOBr gas unequal to the 2NO plus Br2 dissociates. If nitrosyl bromide NOBr is nitrosyl bromide is 34% dissociated at 25 degrees Celsius and a total pressure of 0.25 atmospheres, and Kp for the dissociation at this temperature is how much? We have one clue is there in this question, that is 34% is dissociated. 34% dissociated. So using this one we can easily find that value. That is, first of all we will take down the equation, that is 2NOBr in equilibrate 2NO plus Br2. Here all are gases only. In this reaction at equilibrium we can easily take this is 1 minus x, this is for 2 moles it is x only, for 1 mole it is x by 2, we can write it as. Okay, and moving on to the total pressure, initial pressure of this NOBr is assuming as P naught. So if you assume initial pressure is P naught, initial pressure of this one is P naught, then what is the partial pressure of NOBr? Partial pressure of NOBr will become equals to, they are telling 34% dissociated means 0.34 in the P naught value. Okay. Similarly, what is the partial pressure of NO? That is also will become 0.34 P naught. And yeah, reactant 1 minus 0.34 means it will become 66. First one will become 66. 1 minus 0.34 P naught is 0.66 P naught. While that of PBr2, partial pressure of Br2 will become equals to 0.17 P naught. Why? Because it is x by 2 is there. So x answer given the question is 0.34. Using these values we can easily make it equal to total pressure. What is the total pressure is P total. P total is equals to 0.25, which is equals to sum of the pressures here. What is the pressure of NOBr is we are assuming as 0.66 P naught. This is 0.34 plus this is 0.17 P naught. So what is the entire total? Is the entire total upon simplification I got P naught value 1.17 P naught. So 0.25 is equals to 1.17 P naught. So you want P naught is equals to 0.25 by 1.17. This one I got 0.214 atm. So this is actual total pressure. From this you can find what is equilibrium constant Kp. So what is Kp? Kp expression is partial pressure of NO whole power 2 into partial pressure of Br2 divided by partial pressure of nitrosyl bromide whole square. So in this we have 0.34 into 0.214, 0.34 into 0.214 is the value of partial pressure of NO whole square into 0.17 into 0.214, that is the partial pressure of Br2 divided by partial pressure of NOBr. Here NOBr, that is 0.66 into total pressure is 0.214 we got. So after simplification we got the answer 9.78 into 10 to the power of minus 3 as the equilibrium constant for this reaction. So our right option for this question is second option. So let us see this question. N2 plus 3H2 in equilibrium 2 NH3. This is a gaseous phase reaction taking place in 1 liter of flask at 127 degrees Celsius. Starting with 1 mole of N2 and 3 moles of hydrogen, the equilibrium mixture requires 500 ml of 1 molar H2SO4 for the neutralization reaction. Which of the following is the most appropriate Kc value? Here what is the twisting is, we don't know what is the number of moles of ammonia, the concentration of ammonia. To find concentration of ammonia, we have to check with the reaction of ammonia with H2SO4. Ammonia with H2SO4 forms ammonium sulfate, is a salt. Upon neutralization it requires 2 moles of ammonia. So in this they have already given what is the volume of sulfuric acid and its molarity, and if you use this one, what will happens, it will be number of moles of H2SO4 in this reaction. We can find number of moles of H2SO4 from this information is molarity into volume, that molarity into volume by 100, 1000. So what will happen, molarity is 1 into volume is 500 ml divided by 1000 means that is 0.5 or 1 by 2. Therefore how many moles of ammonia will be there? Ammonia will be 1 mole. It is very clear from the equation. So this is there with us from this. Now we can find the equilibrium constant for the given equation. Kc is equals to Kc is equals to NH3 concentration whole power 2 by N2 concentration into H2 concentration whole cube. Whereas NH3 concentration we have already found, that is 1, means 1 square. Whereas N2 concentration will be 1 minus this number of moles in the equation. See, equation is N2 plus 3H2 in equilibrium with 2 NH3. Here 1 mole is the ammonia at equilibrium. So for 2 moles of equation ammonia 1 mole came. So for 1 mole of nitrogen it will be 0.5. And for 1 mole it is 0.5 means 3 moles of hydrogen it is 1.5. Therefore nitrogen will be 0.5, hydrogen will be 1.5 whole cube. Okay. So upon simplification I got 0.59 as the answer for this question. So B option is the right option for this one. Let us see the question. If for a general reaction A plus B gives rise to C plus D in a gaseous reaction equilibrium, the specific rate constant of forward reaction is given as 2 × 10⁻³ moles per liter per second at a certain temperature. Reaction starts with equivalent amounts of A and B. Reaching at equilibrium, it is observed that A is twice that of C. The specific rate constant for the backward reaction is how much? They are asking specific rate constant of backward reaction. Okay. Let us see what is the equation they are given. They are given an equation that is A plus B in equilibrium with C plus D. Gaseous reaction is all gaseous reaction. Initially, you can assume the number of moles of A is and B is AA equally. Okay, but C and D will be 0. Initial number of moles at T is equal to 0. At equilibrium, what will happen is the number of moles will become A minus X, and this is C is X and D is X. You know what is the given condition here? The given condition is, see that A is twice that of C at equilibrium. That is the one hint they are given. So A and C, if you consider A minus X, A is twice that of C. Okay. So you can consider this assumption as A value at equilibrium twice that of C. C is X, twice that of C is 2X. So from this you can find what is A is equals to 3X. Also you can find what is X is equals to A by 3. From this, understand that what is concentration of A, what is A at equilibrium? A minus A by 3. A minus A by 3 is how much? 2A by 3. Like that, what is B answer? Also same. So A and B are same. 2A by 3. What about C? C value and D value are same. That is A by 3. Now you can find what is Kc. The Kc for this reaction is equals to C into D whole square. C into D. C is A by 3. D is also A by 3. So A by 3 whole square. Divided by A into B. A is 2A by 3. B is also 2A by 3. 2A by 3 into 2A by 3. It is 4A square by 9. Or we can write first as 2A by 3 whole square. 2A by 3 whole square. So in this, simply you can write it as A by 3 into 3A by 2 whole square. In this, A get cancels, 3 will get cancels. We'll get 1 by 4. So what is Kc value? 1 by 4. That you can also write it as 0.25. Okay. But we know the relation between this Kc and Kf and backward reaction constant, specific constant is Kc is equals to Kf by Kb or Kb. We want Kb only. So what is Kb? Kb is equals to Kf by Kc. They have given Kf value in the problem as 2 into 10 power minus 3. And Kc value we have calculated, we got the answer is 0.25. It is also always 1 by 4. So 1 by 2 by 1 by 4 is 8. So it will be 8 into 10 power minus 3 is the backward specific rate constant for the backward reaction. So the right option for this question is option C. See this one. At 46 degrees Celsius, the following equilibrium is established: N2O4 in equilibrium with 2NO2. gas states, the pressure of N2O4 is doubled, then in order to re-establish the equilibrium, the factor by which NO2 is changed is. So first of all, we should know what is the equilibrium constant for this given equation. The equilibrium constant is partial pressure of NO2 whole power 2 divided by partial pressure of N2O4. But they are telling to re-establish the equilibrium, it has changed to the 2 times of N2O4, that is PNO2 whole square divided by PN2O4 2 times. So we can consider this is P dash, the second one. So after this, what will happens? We can cancel this fractions. Then we can find what is PNO2 whole square is equals to 2 into PNO2 whole square. We want only P dash NO2 only means it will become square root of this PNO2 only. So that means how many? That means by factor which NO2 changed is root 2. C option is the right option for this question. To re-establish this equilibrium, the changes and all, then the partial pressure of NO2 should be root 2 times of the initial partial pressure at equilibrium. Okay.